Hello, everybody. It is I, Master Juniper Bloom Mistake. I am the return of Christ. I can't deny that. It's what I am. It's what I've done since my awakening in 2019. I'm coming on super excited today because I just got off my live on Facebook and it was amazing. I really had fun bringing their messages through, and it left me feeling very high vibrational and good. And I want to bring that to you. It's also my birthday, July 31st, 2024. And tomorrow I start a very important workshop. Okay, very important. Because I have been bringing the return of Christ since my sudden awakening in 2019. That is activating every portal, clearing out all darkness back to the beginning of time, which was Adam and Eve, not just Jesus, okay? So it truly is the return of Adam and Eve, which is also Jesus and Mary Magdalene, which is also Sekhmet and Hours. And the final energy of return of Christ that I did was the Nile. Now, I ended it about a year ago. I brought everything through, and we were supposed to have about 2 years left, but people weren't choosing love enough. And God said, enough of the time to clear your karma. We are shifting things now. So tomorrow I will be doing things in the Lion's Gate portal workshop that I have. It starts tomorrow and it goes every day until the 8th. And every day I will be doing something with all of the portals that I've activated, all of the pyramid activations that I've done from Indonesia, Myanmar, Machu Picchu, Budapest, Thailand, and more. Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Congo, Kilimanjaro, British Columbia, all of these pyramids, Fiji, they're all going to be aligned and opened and cleansed and activated. And once that's all done, I will be bringing in pure sun, massive amounts of sun through the portal, okay? And it's going to do something. That is going to be the event, because we are now in the final Nile portal, okay? God bypassed a whole year's worth of time. He said enough. People weren't choosing love enough, right? So he said we don't need any more time for clearing karma. So after tomorrow, the event is coming, okay? The event is going to occur in the earth, to the earth, which in some people will have the 3 days of darkness. And for those of us, we're going to rise to the light, okay? So this is the final division of light and darkness. And those of us that are rising are going to have so much abundance, so much joy, so much love, because part of what I did was even throw their dollar into the portal, their control of money. So you have to own your sovereignty from that, or you won't have abundance, right? Because if you haven't noticed, the government is even trying to come up with new forms of currency for a reason, because I've undid their ability to control you otherwise. So it's all about owning your sovereignty, okay, my friends? So I'm going to pull a really quick card message for you all. It's like a happy birthday from me to you, because it's my birthday. So I'm going to give back by giving you all a guided message, okay, from Spirit, what Spirit wants in the cards. I have all these cards right here, and it's so much fun. But I'm going to also read to you what they had to say, okay? I read this on Facebook as well. And then I did personal messages for those that joined me the entire time for my birthday gift to them for their birthday. So happy birthday to all of you, because come tomorrow, it's a birthday or a karmic play out day. Okay. So this is the message. I want you to hear it clearly. For those that are rising without karmic delay, abundance is now inbound today. Okay. So some will be falling and some will be rising. We're splitting now, right? It's like all this energy and these things that I've done and I'm doing is bringing through all Christ's light. And where karma is and shadow is, it doesn't align. So if you had any of those left within you, it's going to pull us apart, okay? And for those of us rising through unconditional love, we won't have all of this carnage play out. Our water will be pure. Our foods are pure. We aren't going to get sick like the rest of the world is dealing with all of that. Okay. So I can't sit here and focus on the carnage, the money falling, because I have done all the work for the return of Christ, and some of us will be rising through what I do. So our focus is going to be on abundance and love and joy. Okay. And that is who we are rising through. All right. So and I brought the anointing of the blood of Christ, the resurrection, the undoing the Holy Grail. And I talked a lot about that, right? It's a karmic shift now. You cannot have karma. Okay. You cannot. You have to heal it all, not cut, not bypass, not burn. The earth is dividing. Okay. Energy is colliding right now. It's a sudden shift, profound. So you have to have radical acceptance, okay? Because some are going to rise and now the rest are going to have karmic demise. So the world that is not rising, that's what they mean by ascension. That's what they mean by some of us will be lifted up and other of us will not. It's like the chosen few will lift up, except God doesn't choose you. You chose love, right? You chose love instead of the shackles that bind you: fear, money, ego, greed, control, lack, all of those things, judgment, expectations, jealousy, right? All of those lower vibrational things meant that you had healing to do. Not being able to see clearly because you can only see to where your shadow takes you. So those that healed more will see who I am. Those that are of love vibration will see who I am, and they're going to find their way home now. So that's what rising and separating means, okay? The earth will be purged of everything else so that we stay here in abundance. This is our earth again, okay? Adam and Eve, like it originally was. And Jesus and Mary Magdalene and Sekhmet and Hours, who I love them all so much because it's all my soul, all right? Adam and Eve got taken down. They came back with Jesus and Mary Magdalene. It's the same soul just coming back each time to redeem itself. Twin flames, okay? So this is the message. For those that are rising without karmic delay, abundance is now inbound today, all right? So some of us are about to rise and everybody else will find their karmic demise. So I can't focus on the falling world. Yes, money's falling. Only certain ones that rose through sovereignty, that didn't allow money to control them and owns their freedom through it, knows they're a creator, things like that, will have freedom and abundance. The rest of you are going to have some new currency and it's just going to control you more. Okay. So the earth is dividing, energy colliding, sudden shift profound. Rapture or unconditional love, no other options available. Okay. I'm going to give you the rest of the message. Malachi says, reach past the resistance that brings the clouds. It's the only way up. The time is now. Now, tomorrow I start the Lionsgate portal at 111. It's an 8-day healing workshop. Everything I do is to the earth. Those that join me receive the energy and the healing from that of Christ. That's the truth. If you don't believe me, you haven't watched my videos and you won't remain here anyways, okay? So this is what the Lionsgate portal is going to be. The workshop that I'm starting tomorrow at 111. Then it'll be the second at 111, then the third at 111, then the fourth, all the way through the 8th, okay? 8 days of it, because I spent years activating the pyramids, cleansing the crystalline grid. The Nile portal, the final Nile portal is when I called my power back from Sekhmet. My feet went into the Nile and it turned blood red. Then I cleared the crystal in the core from darkness to light, crushed it, and all of that karma sprang out across the collective soul. Okay, so wherever you had karma, you will no longer remain with the light of the rise. Okay, so Lionsgate portal, this is what I'll be doing. This is just a part of it. There's a lot to it. So I will be doing Merkabah healing and alignment for those that joined me, and for the earth and more. Okay, it's all done to the earth. But those that joined me, that will join me in this workshop, because you can purchase it if you want to. I'm not here to force you or tell you have to. It's only for those of pure hearts anyways. But if you join me or hear the call right through the heart, you will be receiving healing, DNA activations, brain activations, because your whole body has to upgrade. Okay, so it's more than just this. But this is what they said I will be doing that's going to affect the earth. Lionsgate portal, taking the earth through a portal of time. A final division of light and dark, bringing back what is ours, and rightfully so. It is time now for only love to flow. I will be aligning and cleansing all activations done. This is all the portals I've already activated, all the pyramid activations. I will be aligning them and cleansing them. You can think about it like where the crystals align and light can flow, right? So it's pure activation of all of that. And bringing rays massive of the sun. Okay, so I will bringing the most amount of sun through this portal I've ever done. This is the great event. This is what's going to divide those rising from those not. And this is going to awaken the world to what must be the balanced alignment of only love flow, right? So in order to make it into the new earth, you have to be released of all shackles that bind you. You can't be controlled by money, by fear, by ego, by judgment, by jealousy, greed, right? Only honor and joy and love and freedom, owning your own sovereignty completely, because those of us who are rising are the only ones who are going to have abundance. Okay, abundance will not be available to those not rising. You're in a karmic demise. All right, that's why they call it the rapture. So when things are happening, it can be hard to see. Dig deeply within and remove the shackles that blind thee. The layers of energy holding you back, focus not on lack, but love, guiding flow, and allow love only to be your glow. Okay. So I cannot sit here and tell you again and again that, yeah, money's about to crash. The whole world's about to crash. Everybody's getting sick. The waters are contaminated. Yeah, the rapture is not good. Okay. The karmic side is a ending play out. It's going to purge everything off this planet. Okay. So nothing's going to survive, because the planet is ours. The earth is ours. So you can't just stay here and keep living however you wanted to live. In order to stay here, you had to choose love unconditional and release all shackles that bind you. Okay? Now on Facebook, I did a very beautiful live just now if you want it. And I did an invocation to help open your heart and connect you to your higher self. But for you guys, I'm going to bypass that. You can go get it there. And I'm just going to give you a beautiful message from God. Okay. A message from Spirit of the cards. This is going to resonate with whoever feels called to this video. You're going to find a message within it. Okay. There's a certain deck I'm looking for. Where did it go? Hey, oh. Where is my deck? There it is. All right. So while I was bringing through the pyramid activations and activating all 13 gates back to New Earth, I channeled through an ascension deck. And when I cleared the Nile, when I finally did the Nile a year ago, I finished the deck and I published it. So this is my ascension deck. Okay. It's ascension messages. It reflects all the healing required and lessons to learn to get through the New Earth. And now God has said enough time for you healing, because nobody was choosing enough love, right? So it's now a great reset for mankind. So only those who will remain here are those who chose love unconditional. All right, so let's see what the message is. So I can't focus on the lack and the carnage. We're going to focus on love and abundance and rising. So on the next time I do a video, it'll be all about like abundance, and how to really truly manifest. And I have all the courses and all the healing you would have ever needed, because that's what God had me do. Every course, every workshop I've ever done is the return of Christ and all of the keys you needed. That's true. Okay. So you're never alone. It's just God stopped giving time for people to not choose love. Okay, so the end is now. And even De La Roca, I told you guys he'll see what I do after I do it. I took us into the Nile, and now he posted a video of God said, you've done enough. The time is now. Size is an illusion, my friends. It's all in how it is perceived. Okay, so if you choose to go, oh my God, this is the end, this is fear, or judge me or whatever, that's a perception of you, right? You can look at this as impossible to do. That's a perception of you. Then it's going to be that. All right. Nothing is bigger than you unless you let it be. Okay. This is the road less traveled. That is why at times we can be and feel so alone. So we need to understand that if we rise, others may not rise with us. We need to give people the ability to let them go if they choose to. Okay. We can't have karmic relationships and rise through. That's just not the case. So size is an illusion. This is the road less traveled. It's all in how you perceive it. And that is why at times we can be and feel so alone. Okay. This is not a codependent excursion because everybody has shadow. All right. It was about you going inward, keeping your compass inward, healing you, being open to see love unconditional and truths, because everything they did was a lie. Everything from their dictionary to their medications to, like, there's so much going on behind the scenes they don't tell you. Okay. So it's never the full truth from the Bible and everything. Okay. God is unconditional. It is a pure vibration of love. That is why it has to be high vibrational. So some people that are constantly stuck in prophesizing the carnage, their vibration's lower. Okay. So you have to be careful with that. Those of us that are rising, I have to focus on that, even though it's like saying, hey, I'm okay if others fall. I mean, I am, because it's their free will. Okay. I have been here the whole time showing you the path home, and it was up to you guys to heed the call. Okay. So it is a journey into unknown territory, entering into a new timeline through choices in disguise. Okay. That's how karma plays out. You have to clear them by choosing love, and you don't even know you are being tested the whole time. Everything you've been doing was a test to your heart, to you wanting to see more love or not. Okay. And when you choose the higher timeline through the choices that you made in disguise, then you go into that higher timeline. And you need to also understand that it's unknown territory. It's not about you understanding everything that's happening. Okay. In the return of Christ, I threw genetic modified stuff in. Not all animals even made it because they were genetically modified. You have to be careful what you're eating. Not all water was purified. Some waters are going to be toxic, right? So we are going to have one world rising into abundance and love and joy and freedom and lots of abundance. Okay. Because we owned our sovereignty. We let go of all of the control of the matrix. We went into our own control, and we chose love the whole way. Okay. And it's still not our job to understand. The only thing that we can do is create from our joy, our happiness, our sovereignty, our own power, manifesting, bringing our passions to light. And within them is always helping people. I talk about that in my heart-centered business course, right? Because I did have everything that you would have needed. And so it's not about understanding it in here. It's about letting this guide your whole way. Okay. And allow yourself to stand out and to be different alone. You just might be the one to make the change, right? It's not a codependent journey. We can't follow the crowd and change the world. It doesn't work that way. And it's also not about putting people down, calling them sheeple either. It's truly about choosing love, rising above, being in your own power the whole way. I can't wait for somebody to approve what I'm doing. I can't wait for somebody to validate what I'm doing and say it's okay to do it. Okay. I had to do it regardless of other people throwing their shadow my way. That's why it was an individual journey. Because then we can't see clearly either when we muck ourselves up with others' shadow. Okay. So, elemental purpose. Everything has a purpose, even things unseen. Okay. Everything has a purpose, even things you don't see. So it's never about fully understanding. It's about surrendering and trusting God to guide your way. Right? And shining love the whole way. Okay. There's a bigger purpose to everything, from the littlest frequencies of sound to the colors around to the messages of those listening, and so on and so forth. Okay. And here we go. You can only see reflections in others that already exist within you. This is how the world worked. Everything was a reflection of you. So if this sparks judgment in you, it's because that's in you. Okay. If I spark fear, it's because that's your lens. That's in you. Because some of us are rising to happiness and joy. And I've been telling you for a long time, all of the keys to the ascension, because you can only rise through the one who brought it about. Okay. It's just not a man named Jesus. That's my DM. He took on that soul fragment. But it was about every one of our lifetimes: Adam and Eve, Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and Sekhmet and Hours. And those are the timelines that I cleared and the path that I cleared home. And we are now in the final one. We are in the Nile portal. There is no other time. The time is now. So what I'm doing with this Lionsgate portal, if you want to join me and receive the healing and have the opportunity to go through it, you can. I'll put the link below. It is an 8-day excursion. It's not one day. It's every day. You don't have to be live, though. I'm doing it through Zoom, because what I do, if I call your energy in, it's going to affect you anyways. But no matter what, it's going to change the world. So it's really everybody's birthday, not just mine. It's your birthday too, because you're either being reborn into the new earth after today, or your karmic playing out through the end. Okay. Some of us are rising, some of us won't. It all depends on where our karmic was, where our karma was. Okay. So within the Lionsgate portal, again, it's 8 days of me doing things to the earth. Everything I did was to the earth. From raising Atlantis, I sat on Saturn with Hermes the god, and I lassoed Atlantis and rose it. Sounds weird, right? But it's who I am. I did things with Trump and the presidency many times over through all of that. I cleared Mount Shasta, which was not of light. Then I activated Fiji, which was, I returned the triangle with the eye over the God portal. I opened up the God portal. I undid the false concept of time. Like, there's a lot, you guys, and it's all been on this channel. You find this on. It's all here. Look through the Ascension playlist, to freeing Jesus's soul and seeing how he died, processing his death, to about a year later undoing the resurrection of Christ, which was the Holy Grail, which was not holy at all, and how they really killed Jesus and what they did to Mary Magdalene and what the Holy Grail was. I had to undo all of that, and that happened on Christmas Day. But in between that time, I united with my DM in real life, energetically. And the original DM took off with a fallen angel and took part in the shadow side because he wanted to stay blinded, apparently, and didn't choose love the whole way, unfortunately. And I did. So I ended up doing it without him. And I ended up getting a walk-in DM. And once that happened, the resurrection occurred on Christmas Day. And then even ever since that, there was a lot of energy trying to keep my union at bay. So eventually God said, enough, not enough love was chosen. I can't imagine that people didn't love the work that I did, because that's the return of Christ. But when you only expected it was a man named Jesus coming back, and you didn't see that he was here the whole time. And then from the Jesus and Mary Magdalene timeline, it went Sekhmet and Hours stuff. And in between all of that, I was activating pyramids and clearing all darkness out of the earth back to the beginning of time. So the earth is ours. The only way to stay here is to rise up in energy form. Okay. So some of us are rising in vibrational shift coming tomorrow in the Lionsgate portal, and some will be in their karmic play out. Okay. In the karmic play out, yes, waters will be contaminated. All foods are going to be contaminated. Diseases will wreak havoc, earthquakes and volcanoes, and it's all in my work. You can actually see it. To what doesn't align, burning, there's going to be a lot of things like that. But I'm rising. I'm already in the new earth, so I can't focus on that. Okay. We're going to focus on abundance and love. And that's one thing we're going to have to detach from, because my water will be pure. My food's pure because I did the anointing. Of course, I'm anointed. All right. Woo. So let's see what else the cards have to say. So don't let illusions guide you. Allow love and joy and abundance to be the light through. Sovereignty. You have to be freed from all shackles that bind you. And my friends, life is a mystery. Now my throat is hurting, so I might be missing something. I know I went really fast. I'm super excited because I know what this is. I know what I've worked really hard for. I know what I almost died to bring about, because it wasn't metaphysical. I was really doing it, and it took a toll on my body. I fought hard. I fought very hard and was attacked the whole way. It took a toll on my physical vessel. They destroyed my arm, my original DM in the fallen. It was horrible. And I did it all strongly. I stood strong. I didn't let anything stop me, no matter what wanted to. And I chose love unconditional the whole way. So love won, and love just needs to be your guide. Okay. So for those that have the lens of pure love unconditional, it's time to rise. Okay. For others that couldn't see clearly and had healing to do, God took away the time to do so. Okay. So radical acceptance is required. Like, we don't have time to go, what? And process that. Your hearts have been measured the whole time. Okay. So we need to act as if, that's what I'm telling you. Some of us are rising to abundance and love and light and joy. And we need to act as if that we are there, that is our reality. But of course, if you have karma and shadow, it's going to be hard to do that, right? So we need to make sure we're seeing the love and the joy and abundance and passion ignited and creating from that space. You have to be in heart-centered balance. That's balanced from the heart center. Every bit of your reality has to be aligned with the new earth. So you're in control of your money. You're in control of how you make money. Everything is through you. Okay. In heart-centered, balanced alignment, everything is through you. Because nothing, no matter if it's shadow or light, happens to you, only through you. Okay. So you have to act as if you need to be in balanced alignment now. You need to have let go of all the shackles that bind you, all of the control, especially that of the mind. Use your mind wisely. You know, meditation is so important because we need to be in our heart space, not the head. And our mind is where the shadow will distract you and blind you. You don't need to have all the answers, okay? Especially now, because you really don't have time. You just need to allow yourself to be detached immediately, okay? Detach right now from the control and money and greed and power and ego, and set yourself free, because starting tomorrow, it is the rebirth, okay? The big event is what I'm bringing through starting tomorrow. I will read it one more time for you. Okay, so the Lionsgate portal, the workshop I'm about to do, okay, it's going to do it to the whole world. This is what's going to bring the 3 days of darkness or light, depends upon who you are. So it's like the big flash of sun, okay, because Sekhmet, I called that power that lifetime back, okay? The Eye of Ra, that's who I am. My DM is Horus, okay? And Jesus and Adam, we're all the same. All right, and you'll see that unfold during the Return of Christ work. So Lionsgate portal, taking the earth through a portal of time. A final division of light and dark. Bring back what is ours and rightfully so. This is our earth, okay? We will reclaim it. It's ours now. Time now for only love to flow. So some of you will have karmic demise and some of us are going to have a different experience altogether. Time now for only love to flow. That's the only thing that can survive, is pure, unconditional hearts of love. I will be aligning and cleansing all activations done. Those are all the pyramid activations and they're all on this channel. You could have watched them the whole time. And bringing rays, massive rays through those of the sun. So it's going to align every portal, okay? All the portals, all the 13 gates to New Earth are going to be aligned through the 13th gate, okay? There was 13 of them. Revelations 21:12 said there was 12 gates, but there's 13. We're in the Nile, okay? That's the final one. This one past this is the gate to heaven, all right? If you don't make it past here, you don't enter into heaven. Heaven on earth, all right? This is the great reset of mankind. So I will be aligning all of those and making sure they're all pure, okay, and activated and aligned over these next 8 days. And those that are with me, it will be Merkabah healings, brain activations. It's all 7D ascension related. Okay, this is 7D, not 5D. I did that too. You can see that in there as well. And then when they're aligned, once they're aligned, I will be bringing the most massive amount of sun into the earth you could possibly imagine, which causes the great flash, which causes 3 days of darkness to ensue, or light for those that rise. And to awaken the world to what must be so, the balanced alignment of only love flow, okay? So you needed to call all your shackles back that bind you. They can't control your mind, your money, that you can't be fear controlled. You know, you had to be in your own sovereignty, making your own choices from your heart space, but not letting money guide you, not all these things, because the only way you're going to have abundance is if you rise. There's a reason why they're detaching from their money dollar, right? The dollar bill, the dollar, the paper stuff, and the coins, and they're trying to make it all digital because I took money through the portal. Okay. They can't control you anymore that way. It has to be pure sovereignty. You have to be pure sovereign. The government can't control you. Money can't control you or your choices. Your choices have to be flowed through love, right? Love guides you only, not governed by the shadow. Okay. And so these things are massive that are going to be happening. All right. You can't worry about who doesn't rise, because some of you might rise and your family may not, if they chose not to, if they're old enough and things like that. And that's okay. So when things are happening, it can be hard to see. Dig deeply within and remove the masks that blind thee. Why do I do what I do? The layers of energy holding you back. Focus not on lack, but love's guiding flow, right? So do you do from joy and love and passion? Or do you do from money and control and lack? And allow love only to be your glow. It's my birthday, but I was here to say happy birthday to all of you. I'm excited. The time is now to see all of the work that I did come through. So much love to those that have open hearts. I can't wait to find you. I can't wait to create the new earth with you right beside me. So much love to you. It's time, my friends. I'll see you later. Happy birthday from me to you on my birthday. It's my birthday too. I'll see you later. It really is my birthday though. Bye.